we have activated many different places on the planet. And Damanhur was amazing in that they brought that synchronic energy together and began that connection to the universe. So what I want to do with, it's going to be a kind of a unique type of meditation, because I'm going to also give you some information here. And what I want to do is connect to the universe, connect to the benevolent civilizations that are out there, our ancestry, our galactic history, and not only connect to the synchronic and the ley lines on Earth, but let those ley lines go into the universe and connect to all the civilizations that we have ancestry to, and all those ones that have invested interest in the betterment and the empowerment of humanity. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And firstly, what I do want to share with you guys is, I just mentioned a little bit about the fact that we can't mention every single civilization that has existed on the planet. But I did create a presentation in which I attempted to connect with as many as I could as possible. So I'm going to show you just a couple of slides, and we're just going to kind of just put our hands out and just glance over the names of these lost civilizations. And I did a presentation called Creation Stories of Ancient Civilizations, and I went over 300 origin stories of ancient civilizations and created a 3-hour presentation on these origin stories, and to find out what the similarities were in order to figure out if there was one common origin story. And there were a lot of similarities. So I did end up finding some sort of commonality, and you can find that on my website, portaltoascension.org. But here we go. So these are just 2 slides. It's going to take just a couple of seconds before we get into the next component of this. But, there's been vanished civilizations, right? We have Atlantis. We have Atlantis, Lemuria, Göbekli Tepe, ancient sites older than we have been told. And then we have the Indus Valley, Easter Island, and the Cahokia tribe. So these are civilizations that have also left an imprint and impact on our planet. And right here, we're just gonna glance over this. These are some lost American tribes that are very little North American tribes, because this portion of the presentation was dedicated to the North American tribes. And these are ones that there is little to no information on at all, but we know that they existed. So you can just glance over this over here, and we can just connect to these civilizations as we're looking at these names. And then if that's not enough, these are lost native languages of the Americas, right? So all these languages are distinct languages that we don't even have anymore, aren't even spoken. Some of them were only around 100 years ago, right? Some even sooner than that, maybe 80, 90 years ago even. So these are some of the civilizations and some of the languages that are lost to time, but it's truly never lost. We're just clocking in really records within the fields of consciousness and clocking in experiences to the central sun. So we're going to get into a little meditation now, a little activation/download, and connect to the cosmos. What I want everybody to do, if you can, just get comfortable. Doesn't matter if you're sitting, laying down, just whatever is the most comfortable for you. But make sure you're in a position where you can breathe, that you can take deep inhales into your lungs and exhale. So just continue to breathe in me. Deep inhale, exhale. Deep inhale, filling up your lungs and your diaphragm. And let it go slowly, very slowly. And now breathe in and out and continue to breathe in and out. But do not force the inhale. Do not force the exhale. The inhale and the exhale should be 100% natural. What we're going to do here now is we're not attempting to change our reality. We're not attempting to manipulate our reality. We're not attempting to create, even though we're always creating in every moment, we're not attempting to create anything besides being present with this now. There are meditations that exist. There are sound healings that exist. My wife and I do sound healing, in which we're attempting to create a reality of empowerment, for lack of a better way of saying it. We're creating this reality that we can step into. But I want to invite everybody right now to witness and be present with the reality as it is. The paradox of ascension is that the only way we can live in an ascended reality is by being present in the moment. So the only way a beautiful world, whether you believe in flying unicorns in the fifth dimension, or if you believe in just pristine upliftment and empowerment and extraterrestrial contact in the next dimension, we're just going to be present, because by being present and being present with the now, accepting the now, loving ourselves and loving others in this moment, we're able to create that reality. So letting go of the need to go somewhere sometimes can really benefit us. So continue to breathe. Hopefully you're still breathing in and out with me, just naturally. And I invite you just to feel the oxygen going in and out of your nostrils. You might feel it just at the tip of your nostrils as it comes out, or at the tip of your nostrils as it goes in. You might feel the air just touching your lips as you exhale, feeling the sensations of what it means to be human, what it means to be on this planet. The One of the things that we've taken for granted the most we do is our breath, our ability to breathe, the oxygen that fuels our life that we inhale and need in every single moment. But right now, I invite you to be consciously breathing. As you do that, fill yourself up with gratitude for that breath. Fill yourself up with gratitude for the sensations of life. Inhale, exhale. And as the gratitude expands, you can feel it with every breath entering your body. And with every exhale, the gratitude remains. And what no longer serves you, what you want to release, leaves your body. And the gratitude is what stays. So inhale, gratitude, infinite gratitude. Exhale and release whatever you might want to release. What we did today is we traveled the world. We started in South Africa with the white lions, connecting with the animal kingdom. And as you breathe, listen to the places that we've explored. As you perceive reality and accept reality for what it is, travel with me back through the journey of what we did today. We went into South Africa, home of the white lions. Then we went to the goddess energy, the divine goddess energy sites around the world, connecting them and activating them for the return of the divine feminine, and also the return of the divine masculine is needed too, right? Because we've lived in a wounded masculine reality for so long. So we tapped into the return of the divine feminine to give reverence for the feminine energy that has been distorted and hidden away, maybe stamped away, whatever you want to call it. Whatever has happened to the divine feminine energy that was meant to happen, that has now been released. And in this moment, through every breath that you're taking, we are releasing those old contracts and beginning this new reality. Then we went into the sacred site of Egypt and connected to the tree of life, continuing the pyramid culture exploration, going into the pyramid of the sun where humans became gods. Traveled to Lake Mungo, all the way in Australia, with an amazing panel of individuals. And then we completed a world tour at the temples of humankind in Damanhur, Italy, connecting not only the ley lines, but the synchronic signs of what it really means and what is happening on our planet. So as we breathe in and out, the gratitude is expanding in our heart. The gratitude is radiating out of our hearts and now leaving our bodies. Every one of the activated centers on the planet we have now traveled to and reactivated, and we have acquired and aligned ourselves with the energy of those areas. The gratitude from your heart now expands, just like the heart of the earth in South Africa with the white lions, expanding as well, encompassing not only the sacred sites in which we spoke about today, but encompassing sacred sites around the entire planet, ones that we have not spoke about, ones that we don't even know exist, stargates that probably are somewhere under the ocean, encompassing it all just with this field of energy, this hot chakra gratitude energy, connecting out now into the atmosphere around our planet, encompassing and integrating with the electromagnetic field of our planet, which is the aura of our planet. As we do this, the aura of our planet begins the communication process to engage and interact with the benevolent, sentient life that has that wishes the betterment of humanity and wishes for the empowerment of humanity, but also connecting to past civilizations, galactic civilizations, all around the galaxy, interdimensionally, ultra dimensionally, going and connecting with our ancestry, creating these energetic chords of abundance, love, and gratitude. And as we go out into the universes, the multiverse, into different dimensions, like a fractal spider web, reconnecting to our ancestry, we continue to breathe in gratitude. And now that we have encompassed all of creation, we're going to go into chakra seed sounds chanting. So I want to invite you all. I'm going to share screen right now, the seed sounds for the chakras. And I do want to invite every single one of you to chant with me. And we're going to chant each sound 3 times. And then after that, we're going to go into a journey into spoken word. So these are the chakra seed sounds. We're going to start from the root chakra and we're going to go all the way up to the crown chakra. And just to note, the third eye and the crown chakra are both the same sound of Om. So I invite you all to, now that we're centered and we're observing reality as it is and filling ourselves up with gratitude, we're going to go through all of the chakras. And you know what? Actually, let's do each of them twice. Okay. We're going to do them all twice. So we're going to start out with the first chakra, Lam, connecting us with the earth. Deep inhale. Lam. Inhale. La. Now through the water of Vam, Vam. Inhale. Vam. Vam. The solar plexus, the fire chakra, Ram. Ram. Now we connect with the air, with the heart chakra, with the word Yam. Yeah. Yeah. Out into the cosmos, the ether, Hum. Third eye. Om. The crown chakra, connecting us out to all of the cosmos, connecting us out into our ancestry, our galactic history. Om. Inhale. Om. Om. Continue breathing. Continue breathing, sitting comfortably. Keep your eyes closed if you would like, or you can open them up. We're going to go into a journey now, just for a few minutes, into the world of spoken word. And this first one here is actually a poem that I wrote. I haven't recited this poem probably for 8 to 10, maybe like 7 years, I think. It's called Reoccurring Dreams. And we're going to continue the ancient history, the sacred sites connection. And this one is about my incarnations in ancient India. And then we're going to go into a spoken word piece about reincarnating into different worlds, different planets, and how the cycle exists. You know, this is a cycle, whether it's good or bad, in order for us to ascend, or is it a neutral kind of concept because we also will eventually descend, because the descending is also a part of the story, that without the descension, how can we ever have this ascension? Right? Without the amnesia, how can we have the remembrance? Without the darkness, how can we understand the contrast of what it is to be light? Right? So what is good and bad? Is darkness bad? Is there even that concept, or is that a construct that we've created in our reality? So this is reoccurring dreams. I have this reoccurring dream. I know exactly what it means. There are oceans as far as my eyes can see, but I'm being drowned, sucked down, pulled by something. A current flowing through my body, washed up on a shore in a parody of beaches with green mountains right behind them, going for miles as far as I can perceive. Clouds on top of them parting ways like the seas, and there's only one sole tree branch branching from beneath the soil. In between the sand and the green, I can see the roots underneath the sand of sentiment. There is someone there. There is a guru with an orange garment, meditating with his long black beard. Nothingness. Everything has gone. All I can now observe is the sage vibrating at levels I never thought could be done. And for some reason, I step back into the ocean, submerge myself and swim below the warm water. Around a hill, day turns into night. Planets form in the sky. Saturn and Venus are cosmic satellites that brighten the dark night. Volcanic rock and temperatures rise as I find a corner, a place no one else could have ever entered in their life. I climb and I climb and I finally realize that I have no power. I'm going inside. And what I observe redefined my mind. Solar dust, cosmos entrusted to dilated pupils of psychedelic communication with the rings of planets within solar systems we can't even begin to imagine. And it was the most beautiful sight. All colors of the physical realm formed into the spiritual white light through my crystallized eyes. Through my crystallized eyes. Through my crystallized eyes. Through my crystallized eyes. The journey goes on for generations. The travelers would disperse their light amongst all the willingly incarnated souls. But what of the ones that didn't know? Amnesia of the internal endowment to reserve a place in the fifth dimension for themselves. The ego took control, and a better life they shall never know. I welcome you, Dark One, into the lap of luxury followed by pain and woes. We all sold our souls to the devil, but the devil exists not. Negative energy we dub as evil creates the demons of whom we are fearful. Take the D from the demon, put it in front of the word evil, and now you have a personified devil. Our thoughts and experiences create this creature only exists in the mind. Our desires and wants creates this full-featured ego that keeps our lower selves from reason divine. Intellect, love, and a perfect understanding we will have with one another. I welcome you, my sister, my brother, my lover, to become one, to help me become one, before reality tears me from duality and back into ether's imagination. You see, I'm the ghost of lies past. Generations have descended to gain these experiences, and I pray the human situation is critical, mind analytical, won't let me forget the fall of angels and demons into this third-dimensional world. Is this planet yours? May I hide amongst the lost souls? Hide out for a bit, drink some liquor, smoke some weed, and step outside for a cigarette? Yes, sure. Here's a social security card. You may live. Reincarnated to a kid to live and give back to the society when I'm locked in borders, I smolder, but through the ashes comes a horde of abstract thought. Who is not a ghost, a spirit, but just is. An enlightened individual. Equality minus the elitist political goal, the cynical flow through pain and woes and shamanistic pagan rituals. We will resurrect the Messiah in all of us. It's time to trust our brothers and sisters. Unity of mind, consciousness, awareness on the rise. The yin yang intertwined, masculine, feminine lovers intertwined. Spit words from the chakra points in my spine. Relentless, but I still find inner peace helps slow down the pace of my corrupted mind. Chemtrails, aspartame, fluoride kept my awareness fried. Getting drunk and high to block the consequence of why am I really here? But now I know. It's to help humanity steer into the right direction. For every single one of you, I feel affection. We're in the same situation. So erase the awkward moments, trying to walk around and get that bonus. You remember the Arcturians will be one of the group of interdimensional beings in the near future through mass landings will help us souls really breathe. So raise your frequency if this is what you want to see. And don't try to break free from the shackles of captivity that we formed in our own mentality, because you and I, we have always been free. Love you all so much. Thank you.